United States, my country, and Cuba is my roots. I got my roots in Cuba, and I like to fight for that, but this is my country, United States.
Became known as the Mariel boatlift. In the spring of 1980, more than 125,000 Cubans came to Florida from the port of Mariel seeking political asylum.
For some, the search for freedom began with a dramatic rush on the Peruvian Embassy in Havana. In this morning's report from the anchor desk, John Favoli has one man's quest to live the American dream.
My name is Alejandro Argelio.
This is the story of one man, two careers, and two countries. The year is 1980, and Cuban President Fidel Castro has opened the port of Mariel to those who wish to leave the communist island nation. Days before the mass exodus, there was an uprising at the Peruvian Embassy in Havana. More than 10,000 Cubans stormed the gates in search of political asylum.
And then we get desperate. We said, well, we have to find a way to escape.
West Palm Beach resident Argelio Del Valle was among them. The group overpowered Castro's soldiers who were blocking the entrance.
In a few hours, we were 10,800 people in the patio of the embassy. We were tied, back to back. No chance to lay down on the floor.
There was no food, no guarantees, and no turning back.
I made my commitment that I'm going to stay there to the end.
How long were you there?
I was 19 days in the embassy without eating anything.
No food?
No food. I ate the leaves of the trees, the bark of the trees.
Del Valle recounts those 19 days in this recently released book, Days of the Embassy, which he authored under his childhood nickname, Alejandrin. He says he wrote it in English instead of his native Spanish because he wants Americans to understand the atrocities Castro committed to Cubans and why people are willing to risk their lives to leave the country any way they can.
I talked to many young students, American. They didn't know nothing. They said, no, what are you talking? I'd never heard about that. All the rationation of food, you know, how the people live there. They don't know.
Del Valle considers himself lucky. He's a successful mechanic with a college degree in computer programming that he never pursued professionally.
I like computers and all of that, but I never worked in computers. And now my knowledge are obsolete because, you know, if you don't keep up with that, I keep up with the technology in cars, you know. That's what I know more now.
While Del Valle feels like he's living the American dream, like many other Cuban Americans, he hopes that Cuba is free one day. In the meantime, he stays true to that commitment he made more than 27 years ago. No looking back.
United States, my country, and Cuba is my roots. I got my roots in Cuba, and I like to fight for that, but this is my country, United States.
Many Cubans had a similar experience in their quest for freedom. Not many documented it in a book. Days of the Embassy is on sale now at major bookstores like Barnes & Noble, Borders, and Amazon.com. You can also go to our website, WPTV.com, and get more information about Argelio Del Valle, Alejandrin, to his friends. The Spanish version of his book is due out in October. John Favoli, News Channel 5.
I'm sure that will be a good read as well, especially since not many people are writing that down.
That's right. Certainly.
Well, it's certainly now time to go to the weather with meteorologist James Wheeland, who's been tracking our